yeah. Ooh, yeah. Darling, yeah. Hey, reality. Ooh, yeah. The life we living now is all about the money. So what you gonna do when you ain't got no money? Your foreign cars and all the bitches.
Factz Ova Feelinz, the podcast. We back one more again. Got a special guest. Special for the fact he from my part of town.
You know it.
What's up to my nigga Lil Drawz, PJ Watts, East the deal, my nigga.
My nigga, come on, man.
Welcome to the platform, man.
Yeah, for sure. We in this motherfucker.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Cinemills TV and Marcos.
Yeah.
I see you did big numbers on this platform, man. I got a nice relationship with them over there.
Yeah.
He hates his name being said. I didn't mean to say his name. My bad. Alex is not gonna cut this out, so my bad, homie.
Yeah.
But
we know who you is, nigga. Everybody know, nigga, now.
how did you? I fuck with Marcos pretty heavy. We hang out, we politic, we network. How did you run across Cinemills in it?
Well, you know, I'm just watching the shit, and I see they start really like, you know, coming towards the area. You know what I'm saying? And I'm seeing touch home bases like, you know what I'm saying, like Killer and all them. And I'm like, damn.
Shout out Killer Tweezy.
Yeah, I'm like, man, how the fuck I get on that motherfucker? You feel me? So he fuck around and they probably brought my name up. You know how niggas say a nigga name, you know, who all representing Watts and shit. Nigga just like, you know, Drawz. Nigga like, no, who was that? You know, tapped in, looked into a nigga. Fuck around, hit a nigga line and shit. I was like, hell yeah, I'm with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga represent everything that go on over there.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, they good people. You got a real good look on there. It's doing real good numbers. Congratulations, man.
I appreciate it.
Also, me being partners with the owner of Street Gangs TV.
Yeah.
Once I sent your name in the production to be scheduled, I believe, and I'm not sure, I believe our producer may have given you your first look as far as on the internet back in the day, or one of your first. Was it your first or not?
Yeah, it was a first big, you know what I'm saying, hitting the big screen, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Alex Alonso, Street Gangs TV, man.
And as far as a real video edited, you know what I'm saying, clear, you know, we doing shit off the phone, just doing shit up there. So, you know, as far as the world seeing a nigga and tuning a nigga into the everybody that's going on and tapping in with the YouTube shit, yeah, that like kind of opened the doors.
I respect the grind. I respect the longevity.
Yeah.
For you being an artist, tell me, in your mind frame, what's the difference from you at that first interview with Alex Alonso till now with this latest one that I've seen? Because I watched both of them. What do you find the most difference out of yourself in this new one with Cinemills TV you see through the years?
Back then, a nigga was more turned up, you know, teenage days. Nigga didn't give a fuck about nothing, you know. You nigga gotta learn the ins and outs, you know, take the right route or the wrong route. You know what I'm saying? I finally figured it out, and, you know what I'm saying, figured out that shit wasn't really for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a solid type nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to see niggas gonna see me. So far as being around and, you know, staying relevant, you know what I'm saying, keeping the circle going and be able to move how you want to move, not looking over your shoulder, you know what I'm saying? You just got to be a solid ass, you know what I'm saying, nigga out here.
Exactly. These people would never imagine how close we had to dwell in and out maneuvering around those we consider ops, how respect comes in, how on-site can be, how passes give, and it's still the worst zone to be. Everything happened, but we still maneuver and live. I think we blessed. You know, one thing I noticed about you project kids, man, y'all all got like this flavor, like all y'all came from down south.
That's crazy. Everybody be saying that too. They be like, where y'all from?
Where do that come? Why do you think that such the culture is like that over there? Where do y'all adopt that from?
Well, I think it is because we hang around each other more. You know what I'm saying? You know, you be on the block and you gotta wait for the homie to come out. Like, as soon as we walk out, niggas is right there. So we bouncing off of each other. If they talking some type of way, we gonna end up, you know what I'm saying, rubbing onto it. Now they slang or whatever, you know what I'm saying? We all gonna be in. So when you see somebody, like you say, you know, like, this nigga gotta be a project baby, because look how he acting. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all stand out, even though LA niggas in general is LA niggas. When we out and about somewhere, watch niggas, you just seem like you know them.
Yeah.
Off top, just got a flavor about them, man. I've been having conversations with a lot of people that I work with from Watts, Piper, Puto, others throughout the years, and other peoples who are not from Watts who just know the general lineup.
Yeah.
And it seems like with all the tons of talent, it seemed like his Watts has had like a curse on it that nobody has actually been able to just
take it to the next level.
Next level. Greedo, I would say in the future days is the closest thing we would have, but for the years past, cause not necessarily your homies, but like
everybody,
Watts niggas in general have been very close to industry levels, so they've been infiltrated in there, and it just seemed like even with Cam, as dope as Cam was,
no, you're right.
It just seemed like Watts. Do you think that the curse has finally been broken and Watts is finna see some new shine?
For sure, I think that. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, over the years, you have Cam, and then J-Rock came.
Shout out to J-Rock, my brother. J-Rock, my relative.
He came with TDE, you feel me? And it's like the same way, that nigga was right there, and it's like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Open the fucking door for that nigga, you know what I'm saying? And like you say, he took the downfall for TDE.
Right.
And not even just like took the downfall, but just like, I'm gonna go first.
And
if
that's
it don't go,
but,
you know what I'm saying? Because some niggas be scared to go.
But it wasn't really, he jumped out there, because I was behind the scenes at that time.
Yeah.
He was there first, as far as that new crew.
No, but I'm talking about
more
like
developed.
But I'm talking about like just opening it. You know what I'm saying? You from the project so far as to go reach out and open. You know what I'm saying?
I think that whole machine was elevating and escalating, and he would happen to be first.
Yeah.
And the machine was just still growing. And
but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is like,
you think if the turns had been reversed, his career would have then mimicked more so Kendrick's, and K-Dot would have stayed like where J-Rock pocket is, or do you think that was inevitable?
No, I think they was gonna be on the same rise, because you got to think J-Rock already took off with the Lil Wayne shit. Mm-hmm. Lift Me Up, that was it. You know what I'm saying?
That shit was lit,
yeah, that was it for a long ass time, and every project was playing it. We didn't give a fuck who it was. You know what I'm saying? It was a Watts nigga coming up, and we was on it. But far as the video and shit, you know what I'm saying? That was on Lil Wayne shit. That's why I say the downfall, not on J-Rock. It's like you do a video with a nigga, then the nigga don't want to come out. You know what I'm saying? We really from the project, so now you got to come over here and do some project shit. You know what I'm saying? J-Rock a project nigga. Come on down here, Lil Wayne. You got your red rag and all that. We got red rags. Let's do it. So it's a difference on far as how he wanted to move on probably with his mind. That's what I'm saying, like what he had on his vision. You know what I'm saying? When a nigga do a video with a major artist, you thinking, but now we know, man, just let that shit go down the drain, because they Hollywood as a motherfucker. They ain't coming down here. You know what I'm saying? So back then we didn't know that. We just was ready to reach out with these high name brand niggas, and they not coming to the hood. They need securities. We got to pay for this. Damn, it's a whole budget. You know what I'm saying, my nigga? We didn't know that. So you know what I'm saying? So that's what I say on that part. Like, far not as him, you know what I'm saying? Because he dope as fuck. Right. But it be them steps that a nigga take.
And he's a not Grammy nominated and Grammy awarded artist at this point, man.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like you said, so I think the doors is really open, and he played a big part of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, he definitely did. He definitely did. And I just like the way that they still a family over there. The core is still together for the most part, whether, certain business situations have matured. You don't hear no bunch of bullshit coming up out of, whatever they got going on. I think Top Dog did a very good job building that, developing it, taking it to the next level, getting out of the direct hip-hop genre, the female artists, all that. You just got to applaud that coming out of Watts.
Yeah, for real.
When you look at that overall, from a CEO, you see Watts did do it. Probably not from an artist perspective, but from a ground up, still project perspective.
They kicked the door down.
Right, he put it on the map majorly.
Yeah, they didn't go, they kicked the door down. So it's like, you got to look at it from a different angle. And that's what I'm saying as when when we had brought it up, it's like, that nigga dope as fuck, but it's like, he had to pull some strings, and goddamn, I'm demanding. This is, what I'm saying?
The whole situation was learning.
Like, y'all don't know what Watts is. This is where we at. You know what I'm saying? This little part right here, this is not that. This is not that. You know what I'm saying? Because when they say Watts on the news is South Central or Compton, no matter what, they flying right over Watts, but they skip that whole name.
Yeah, the news usually don't use that word.
They don't use Watts at all.
They don't.
You know what I'm saying? So anything in that area, you're going to see South Central.
But like
Linwood.
The set used to be classified as Watts too in my father's days. Like before the Watts riot. Yeah, that's like still Watts.
When we turn right there, we like,
yeah,
man, this the hood right here. We ain't far, you know what I'm saying? Like, we local.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's crazy you say that. But then other people, visitors and shit, you know what I'm saying? They like, no, we right. And we like, no, you still on the east side.
Right.
It's all east side shit.
You know what east side.
You think because you crossed right there, nah, nigga, you got to go down a little bit more.
Yeah, you got to at least go past Avalon and start feeling like out of Watts.
A little bit still,
cross
you know
Manchester.
97 is Watts, right?
I mean, as far as my daddy and them concerned, they say, yeah, this was Watts before the riots, but now it's considered, no. After anything past Central is no longer considered Watts. Unless you're on the south side of Century. Now, on the south side of Century and you're west of Central, that's still considered Watts, where the Front Streets is at.
Front Street Watts.
Mm-hmm.
Feel me? But like you say, you know, the internet and all that shit, they really don't know. You feel me? The old school back, you know what I'm saying, how it's sectioned off. You remember the old school, they used to section you off, blue, red, green.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now they don't got that no more.
Speaking of the landscape and the geography, man, you can't help but notice now when you drive in and around through them projects and then you get on the backside on Wilmington, Compton Avenue, it look like you landed in Cerritos. Yeah,
Nike Town and all that. Starbucks and all that.
The gym and...
Yeah, what's going on?
Bro, they made Century go all the way through. It's so... What do you see as far as the future of Watts? You know what we've known since Sanford and Son. Now, I just do me a favor. Look 10, 15 years into the future. How do you think our home base is going to look in relations to us being populated over there?
It's crazy that you say that because... overall, like, I think like in the future, they just trying to make Watts like real small. Like they trying to smallen us up, you feel me? Where it just be like, damn, and then, you know, you don't really hear about us no more. You know, you hear hood, old hood, you're like, man, they got like 10 niggas over there. So they trying to like dumb us down, right? And probably just like make it South Central. And because I always hear like, they like our area for LAX and shit.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Century Boulevard.
Yeah, it's close. So they always want to tear that shit down.
Right there.
Yeah, so it's like, to me, you know what I'm saying, like us growing up, it's like you said, it's more like Hollywood, Southgate. They bringing it more towards this way, you know, skate parks and shit, you know, all that type of shit. Like you said, you drive through there, you got one side projects, one side houses. You looking like, what the fuck? You got the apartments, you got the townhouses. You looking like, this shit still look crazy over here.
Same thing happening in Imperial Courts?
No, not yet. Not yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure they're going to do them in all the projects. But I think, like, that shit was so big. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. They don't even be thinking about us.
Are you aware if that as they make the new units, are they causing the tenants to move and moving new people in, or are they remaking them for the tenants that live there? Do you know whether or not how that's going?
Well, I heard one thing, like, they going off your background and shit.
Social credit score.
Yeah, like, I hope you ain't ever fucked up.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And if you really think about it, it's like, we don't need you here no more. You gonna pay rent late 30 times, and we finna give you some new shit.
Police been called to this address 200 times over the last 20 years.
I don't even think you're gonna be able to deal with this, so I don't want to just throw nothing out there, but I heard something like that, you know what I'm saying, background checks, and just make sure you stay on your shit, you know what I'm saying, so we can still be available.
The world don't realize right where the two notorious heard about projects, the Nickerson Gardens and the Jordan Downs and Watts. A lot of people don't realize right there ducked off in the same area. I mean, we know, but the large world doesn't realize that typically that the Imperial Courts is ducked right off right there. How does it feel to live the same exact lifestyle from the same exact area and hear these two other ones get the big shout out and be from one that's just as equal but not get that major shine? To make you feel like you really want to put your section on the map to make people know y'all there?
Hell yeah. Shit, that's why I go everywhere and, you know what I'm saying, try to put that shit on the map, but far as a respectful level. You know what I'm saying? When I come up, they know he from the PJs, from the Imperial Courts. We know who he is already. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be them. Man, who was that? Duck down, man. Get the burner. And, you know what I'm saying? So it's different levels of it. And like you said, hell yeah, we be mad. But at the same time, we be happy because it's still a city.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? When you a hater, yeah, you gonna be mad. You trying to put the gang and the color line between that
Right.
shit.
That don't work.
That don't work, my nigga. That shit been going on for years. We been seeing it. When you grow up, you feel me? You find out that some of your enemies is your homie because you went to school with the nigga. You didn't know he was gonna be from that hood. We didn't know. You know what I'm saying? This shit happened in life.
Have you ever had an experience moving around the industry and bumping into somebody that like might be from the Jordan Downs, and because of respect and you guys being far away from where it is, it was respect and you was able to make any type of bonds or become cool with anybody from that side?
Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like when we see each other, we just move a certain type of way.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Because I got my niggas and he got his wolves.
Right.
Or whoever it is.
Right.
And it's like, we know who they is already. There ain't no need to try to go over there. You know, you got 2 or 3 niggas. You got to let them know. My nigga, this ain't for that. You got your time when you gonna do your shit, you feel me? But you still gotta think that you with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you ain't around me, my nigga, cuz might see me, you know what I'm saying? And be like, Drawz, what's up? The nigga, when y'all was all together, nigga didn't say nothing. So nigga gotta keep that same energy.
And
Niggas don't be keeping that.
And I've seen those type of maneuvers extend to beyond. Now I'm not around. And now those people bump into each other, and when it's finna be tension, it's like, oh, no, he fuck with the homie. And it's like, and now you'll hear about, oh, it was finna go up, but your people's in. So I think it has the potential to pour over and have that positive influence on the environment too.
Yeah, niggas like us that save niggas' lives and niggas
Plenty
don't
of
say
times.
it. Niggas
Plenty
don't
of
say it.
times.
Niggas gotta bring that shit to the board. You feel me? You see a nigga shake a nigga hand, let a nigga know. You feel me? Them niggas was over there finna get a nigga, my nigga. I said the hood and they said your name. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta say this while we on the subject matter. Rest in peace, Blackout. My nigga Blackie, Freddie B, because niggas know the story, the history. Some years ago when it went up with the homies and them. And me and Freddie B had a relationship that as some time passed and the shit had kind of like died down, we like made it our business in Compton to get in the same car and just chop it up. And I can remember him just telling me that at one time he was at the war table and their names was coming up. And he was like telling me my name came up. And he was letting me know how he like put the brakes on that, like whoop, wop, wop, whoop, wop. And then, you know, he telling me this. You know, I raised Freddie B like from a Compton angle. Like when he was young, I raised a lot of his cripping. Him and my little homie Slowpoke from Track New, they was like best friends. And they was like my little boy, so not on no disrespect, boy, but they was young, they was babies, they was boys. So I say that to say when I didn't, you know, he telling me that, and you know, it's Blackout, you know, you don't really know if a nigga keeping it real. But I could recall a long time later, and I won't say this person ain't because he's still alive, but without him knowing that Blackie had ever told me that, it got confirmed from a whole nother angle. And it just made me really appreciate because, you know, it get tricky out here.
Niggas was solid the whole time.
And niggas could use them same relationships
and flip
to
it.
back, yeah. So I love my nigga. That's my Brody. Rest in peace, Blackie. We had a lot of memories, a lot of
Real
things
talk.
we
That
went
was a
through,
solid
man.
nigga.
Solid nigga, man. And a lot of people got the wrong idea of Blackie because of the way he looked. They think he was just a bullshit, wild nigga, but they don't know how loving he was. Protective, genuine, generous. His look really like betrayed him a little bit on my mama. And one thing I can say about him too, I remember for years, he used to try to make me rap with him. And I used to just be brutally honest with him and tell him his shit was boo-boo and that shit whack. And he ain't never getting his feelings. And then I remember some years later, I had went to a studio session with him, the homie Park Bo from Track New. We went to this nigga named Trey Legend, my nigga. He had a studio in Long Beach. We went there. I hadn't been really rapping like in 7 years.
Yeah.
And these niggas talked me to go to the studio trying to pump me up. And I went and I heard this nigga Blackout rap and I liked it. He had found his style. He wasn't doing nothing nobody else did. But he wasn't doing the bullshit he was doing day one. Yeah. He was getting on that beat, finding his presence and sliding in them pockets and doing some shit you didn't really know what it was sounding like while he was recording. It didn't, not till he was finished and and you like, okay. And I jumped on both the songs they did, not really planning on rapping, not knowing I was gonna lose him soon. But then it was crazy because we shot a video to one of the songs, and he was in Vegas, and at the last minute, he didn't make the video shoot, so we did the 3-verse song with just 2 of the verses at the video, and he didn't make it. Rest in peace to him. I didn't mean to get distracted.
Yeah, hell yeah, rest in peace to the homie.
Oh, my mama.
Nah, he was a real nigga though. I ain't gonna lie.
On God. And
we need more niggas like that. You feel me? That's all. You feel me? That's why a nigga got all into it like that. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
on
Niggas
God.
need solid niggas like that, and they can't let the nigga name just go down like that. Simple as that.
And he was a person that knew how to bridge gaps, man. I remember Disaster, the battle rapper. He be fucking with them. He spoke my name in the battle rap, and it was like you couldn't tell if he was trying to diss me or it sounded pretty disrespectful off top. But I remember Blackout tapped me in with Disaster, and we was able to be on the phone, chop it up, politic, and I was able to develop a relationship with Disaster. Shout out to Disaster. What up, Foolie?
Yeah.
And we stayed in touch throughout the years because of that. And I remember I'll be a million different places. I wouldn't expect to see Blackout, and he'll pop up. That nigga be like,
there,
what?
man.
He gonna be there. Oh, my mama. We used to work out together, walk in the mornings for exercise. Me and him have been mobbing in Compton, walking, and bumped into 2 T's, J-Rock, and another nigga from Barney Hunters. And that shit was crazy tense. But it's odd for them to be seeing us together because it's supposed to be on.
Yeah.
And then it was on with them, but because it was Blackout, J-Rock, and 2 T's, it was big respect. But the third nigga that was with them wasn't no industry nigga. He was one of them niggas. He was fresh out. And that was a tense ass little, shout out to 2 T's, J-Rock too. Watts life, huh?
Man, Watts.
Look how we got stuck in Watts, man. And you know what? That's like a metaphor for how life gets sometimes. You know what I mean? The homies
stuck,
ain't never went
yeah.
nowhere. Yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah, we just gave y'all a little tour.
Oh, God. You do anything? You ever did any acting?
Yeah, hell yeah.
How you like acting compared to rapping? As far as the process of putting it together, being involved, the whole art of it, then seeing a finished product.
I like acting because when Denzel came over there and did the training day, I was too young, but I was tatted up, I'm gang banging, and then he come with the, you gotta be 21. Oh, that killed me. You know what I'm saying? So far as being the face over there and
You saw that shit get filmed?
I seen every day. You feel me? I'm over there playing the music loud, like fuck Denzel. If you see one, fucking World Star snatched it up when I say, yeah, we was on Denzel ass on the Cinemills, you shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you couldn't just come over there and then they had to. They try to bring some actors. So the homies was like, no, hell no, we got real Crips.
I heard you tell this.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, we got real
Did they
Crips.
try to resist that, or did they just cooperate immediately?
No, because they had him already ready. You know how you go in the makeup booth? What's he doing? Oh, he's finna play this. No, he's not. We got 5 niggas right here ready with real tattoos. You know what I'm saying? They really bang this and ain't no he finna just come over here and leave, you know what I'm saying? So Denzel, we start shooting dice. You know, as me as a young nigga, I see the money. I see other people. I'm like, oh, it's money over here. Let's start the dice game. We start the dice game on the corner. Denzel like, y'all can't be in it, but you know what I'm saying? We're gonna involve people over here. And that took off from right there, you feel me? All the homies got up in that shit and it was on.
So that scene, he coming out the house after he done did the woo out to a girl and it got cracking. As real as it looked, it wouldn't have been that real if y'all didn't push that line.
Come on.
Hollywood, it would look like a Hollywood shootout.
Them faces gotta be there.
And not just the faces,
Yeah,
the
they
posture.
busting. Yeah, we trying to get him.
Yeah.
Get that nigga up out of here, man. What he? You talking about get him? What he stole? Get on him. You know what I'm saying? So like the whole process of it, like you said, the look, the feel, the vibe, everything. And when you go through there now, you gonna still see these faces. So it's like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? You go through there. I heard they had the little tour buses. We ain't caught
remember
one,
that.
but yeah, they had the little tours that show you all the hoods and where the movies at.
My homie Slim Bad from 5'9" used to host one of them tours.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They was pulling up and shit, and you know, they was seeing the homies and shit. Like, damn, they still right here. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Niggas is hanging out. This shit for real life.
So do you think, in general, gentrification is going to cause Watts to no longer belong to us as a majority? I know I tried to ask you this earlier, and you didn't really give me a projection for the future of what you think it's gonna look like.
No, it's like I did. I said it's more gonna be more looking like Southgate.
Oh yeah, you did.
But
I'm saying
more Southgate, but Hollywood.
Where do you think we gonna be?
Parks.
Like how you see us?
No, that's what I'm saying. They smaller than us. You asked about the rent situation, so you got to think. We from the ghetto. You from a hood. I'm from a hood. Overall, you got 50% or 90%, or we're gonna have the lowest score as far as the rent. You know what I'm saying? Being on time, having it, ain't have to go in the office and talk to the people. So that's how they try to weasing us down far as, that's what I'm saying, smaller than us, but on a smarter scale. You know what I'm saying? We ain't even really got to talk to them. We're going to go in there, check these books and these stats, and backtrack. Man, you ain't even up to par to even pay for the new thing that we finna have, the new lease going on.
They pricing us out.
You know
everywhere.
What I'm saying? So it's like everything gonna speak for itself. Why would you build this and fix this up if we already dealing and liking what we got? You know what I'm saying? So it's like people got to pay attention to that part. Y'all going to these meetings and, we all have them hood watches and
right.
Sometimes they speak up for the wrong shit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't speaking up you ain't thinking about the kids, or you ain't thinking about their mama, or you ain't thinking about grandma. You know what I'm saying? Because every meeting is for certain shit. And sometimes the real shit got to be, no, we're not doing it.
Are you a father?
Yeah, I got kids and shit, so that's why I said.
Can you explain how many in the age groups?
Oh, I got, right now I got 5 of them.
Oh, 5.
So I got every, teenage, youngster, all the wild shit right now. That's what I'm dealing with.
Got boys?
In and out of jail. Yeah, I'm dealing with, you know what I'm saying? But I'm showing them that, because when we young, sometimes we don't want to listen. So sometimes when you got respectful homies that don't want to see you doing nothing wrong, they going to tell you this route, and they going to tell you the good route. So sometimes you listen and sometimes you want to figure it out on your own. You know what I'm saying? So good thing, fucking with my big homies in my hood, they seen me that I was a different type of individual, and they was like, Drawz, this is what you need to do, and we represent you all the way 100 behind it. You know what I'm saying? So I respect them on that note, but you got niggas that's just hard heads, don't give a fuck, just coming to the project, stepping off the porch, and just going for all what they don't know, and you feel me? And then they end up in some shit that they can't handle.
Are there cameras everywhere in the project?
Everywhere. They watching us 24/7.
So tell me this. Why doesn't that automatically cause things to be better? What is the mentality of we wild out here because we out here by ourselves? Then they put us under the cameras and we still don't behave. What causes us not to behave even when we know they're watching? It's
crazy because I had to ask myself that. I went in the car and sat down, smoked a blunt, and you could just sit back, just like, some hoods, like over there by you, and they got the camera just right there. You know what it's right there for. The spot been booming, the block been booming, our shit hot. We know what it's there for. And it's just like when you go in Walmart, you know it's watching you. You don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So I had to put my mind into Walmart or some shit like that because niggas don't do that.
You know what happened to me one time? I was in Home Depot and I had a pocket full of money. I was in there with Puto. And I was just in there with him. He was getting something. But I remember I had a drill at home that didn't have no charger. And I seen that same type of drill, right? So I'm sitting there. You know how you try to bullshit, put it right there, crack it over, then I cracked the charger, the drill open, and put the charger in my pocket. I could buy 10, 15 of these motherfuckers, but I'm just on some bullshit. So I'm walking around motherfucking Home Depot with him. He doing his thing. About 5-10 minutes later, black nigga with an orange apron came on. He was like, SPI, when you dropping that new mixtape? I'm like looking at my nigga like, yeah, you see I'm cracking it here. I'm like, man, that shit coming, homie. I'm working on it, man. Appreciate the look how you showing me love. He was like, yeah, man, get that shit out there, man. He was like, hey, check it out, though. I was supposed to come over here and arrest you, my nigga, but I couldn't get you, my nigga. He was like, I said, woo. I said, thank you, man. Wherever you at, homie, you still my nigga, man. I felt so itchy, chilly, like, ooh. That was some bullshit, but yeah.
That's one of the moments that I'm talking about, right then and there. Like, it could be that fast, my nigga, you know what I'm saying? And you see that motherfucker and you just looked at it. You don't even care. You like, fuck that. I'm finna get this. Like you said, they got a pocket full of money. And that's the same way when you look at that motherfucker, you like, what? I'm still finna do this shit.
I done had a couple. I
They
remember.
tripping off me.
I done had another bullshit episode way years back, stealing out a shoe warehouse with a pocket full of money, and I had a pistol on me. And as I don't know, I stole some kids' shoes. I don't know what made me do. I tried to steal them motherfuckers when I was walking out. The security stood in front of the door, locked it, and tried to block me. And he don't know. He trying to get me and pat me down. I don't give a fuck about these shoes. I tried to throw them out, but he still wanna. I got the pistol. Yeah, so now we wrestling, tussling, whoop, whoop, whoop. Swear to God on my mama, cause I'm letting the nigga kind of manhandle me so he could get me up against the rack. I dumped the pistol off into the shoes, and after I make sure I got it off of me, now I cooperate.
Search me, man.
Yeah, I'm like, man, you ain't gotta do nothing. They made me hold the shoes I was stealing, take some pictures of me, and they let me go. And then so it was real close to where I was finna go. So I went, told my baby mama, I'm like, cuz, guess what just happened? Whoa. I said, I dumped the pistol like on the third row by the shoes. I said, see if you would go in there and get it. This like 5-10 minutes later, nigga, she go around there, and they had already found the pistol, boy. Whew, dodged the bullet. Quit having sticky fingers, man. That shit would go bad on you for nothing.
Real. And that camera do mean something.
Yeah, the eye in the sky. Boy, I remember my father used to always tell me when I was young about a book called, I think it was called 1984, about Big Brother. And he said it was, he used to always tell me it was mandatory reading at Jordan High when he was in school. And he used to always project what technology was going to be. But to me, when I was younger, it was like, man, this nigga talking that. And now he always be like, I told you, nigga, they everywhere. Cameras are everywhere.
But
go ahead.
But that's one of the things that made me sit back and think, you know what I'm saying, as far as being bad or, you know, any little thing like, nigga, just go back to them stores like you said, or one of them episodes, you know, every time you see a camera, you think about the time when you got cracking, you feel me? You like, fuck, okay, I ain't doing it. You ain't gotta
Be like, oh, dog.
Mm-hmm, I ain't doing it.
That nigga Papa Smurf, shout out to Papa Smurf, he got a cold ass line. Like he made a metaphor out of that scene. He was like, but he talking to like a nigga he rap with. He say, I'm trying to get paid, nigga, stop showing the tape. But he like, that shit was hard. I can't even try to mimic the line at this point. You wasn't around for any of the Minister Society or White Men Can't Jump, any of those?
No, hell no.
Did you see the new White Men Can't Jump?
Yeah, I went to the fucking the screening and shit.
What you think in comparison? Did they do a good job? Should have left it alone?
I think they did good for the new generation. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Everything ain't gonna stay the same. Them niggas old. You know what I'm saying?
They
so
did
it's like,
well.
yeah, it was good far as them being noticed on what we knew.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They didn't go too much off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The little joking was all right, but everything else was more on like, okay, this is a white boy. You know where you at. You know what I'm saying? Then I like how they put the cuz in there and all that. You know what I'm saying? And try to flip it. You know,
I like how they at least went back to Watts and played again
all
on that
that
court.
Yeah,
that
you
was
know what I'm
tight.
saying? And they still play there now to this day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they went and painted the courts and did all the stuff. I liked that.
That's deep.
That was dope.
What about that movie Imperial Dreams?
I'm Not Hip, Imperial Dreams.
Yeah, that was dope.
On Netflix.
Yeah.
Have you seen Imperial Dreams?
Yeah, I'm in it.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, I'm in it. Yeah, I'm in it. What's the kid off Star Wars? What's his name?
What is the movie about? I apologize for not being familiar.
It was based on one of my homies, Yeye and PJ Bam. You feel me? I think like them growing up and you know having a son and really not having nowhere to stay. You know, just showing them how to really survive on being outside, living in your car and making it happen. You know what I'm saying? And the police fucking with a nigga and blurping a nigga and, you know what I'm saying, some real street shit.
Oh, I'm going to have to check that out, man.
Yeah, Imperial Dreams. Yeah, I'm in the part where the police try to drop the nigga off and we talking shit to the police and all that. Like, yeah, drop the nigga off. Yeah, let him go right here. You know what I'm saying?
He was the enemy?
I think on that part, or no, they just the
it was like in Colors when they tried to drop him off where the enemies at?
Yeah, like that, but more on, we was more on like, we want to see who the nigga is. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't know how they tried to play it, but we was like, you know, who is this nigga?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let him out right here. Like, what? You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, real nigga shit, we don't fuck with them.
Right.
We let them go. We don't give a fuck. We don't fuck with the police.
Yeah, not at the
you know
police.
We let them go. You're free to go. It's not on the Hot Boys team.
Yeah, that's a cold trick bag. Try to put a nigga in and be
You
trying
know what I'm
to play.
saying? So some of you young niggas ain't up on it. You know what I'm saying? You do not vouch for that.
I could imagine on some level the games to get that deep though. I can imagine it get sinister out here, cause police is just a uniform.
That's why I'm telling the young niggas. You feel me? Do not vouch for that. You know what I'm saying? As much as you want to, as much as that nigga you want, do not vouch for that.
Do you fuck with football?
I don't fuck with no sports. I don't play no games. I try to keep it gangster and solid.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Just like that.
I can respect that. So growing up, sports was never your thing.
No, I go watch the homies, support them, and be on the sideline.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I be the water boy or something, make sure a nigga don't die. But all that, I never really played none of that. No schools, no nothing. That wasn't me. I was trying to get the bag.
Have you traveled at all outside?
Yeah, hell yeah. You know, nigga that fuck with Snoop and then went on tour. And
How'd you like tour?
it's cool. But the only thing about it is, you know, coming from me, you gotta have your homies.
You was out there by yourself?
Yeah, basically, I go everywhere by myself. I'm everywhere, you ain't never there. That's my slogan.
So,
Feel me? Crips in the building.
So what you felt like you was getting politicked on, not getting your fair share?
No, not even
of
politics,
space?
because like my name is already stamped. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere I go, it's official. Crip, Blood, SA, whoever, they know who I am. You feel me? No disrespect, nigga ain't coming like that. That's just who I am.
Right.
And it's just like nigga be needing that muscle. I'm telling them from the projects where them project niggas at. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what project it is. You know what I'm saying? And then a nigga be happy to hear a nigga from the town or the city when you on tour. You know what I'm saying? You hurry up, man, let me get your location. Where you at? You know what I'm saying? What the shit at? And then nigga go to the ghettos. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go to the Hollywood
That
shit.
used to be when I first started touring and traveling under that. It was like, I don't know where we get this idea that we want to go to the ghettos. Take me to the swap meets. Take me to... I don't know. I used to have that same passion when I touched down somewhere. I wanted to go where the grimy shit. I don't know if I wanted to go or if I was conditioned to think that I was supposed to want to go because that seemed like that what you were supposed to do. But I've done it quite a bit.
One of my ideas was, I think what made me go is they really like us. That's what fucked me up. You know what I'm saying? So when I was going to these places and I say, they be acting. They ain't like us. Like, it's a difference. I'm doing it every day. So when they waking up and I'm looking and seeing how they living and laughing and playing and giggling and all that, I'm like, that's cool, but come to the projects. It's a whole different type of shit. And when you in it, like a nigga in it, so I see the bad shit, the good shit, the damn nigga ain't doing good today and nigga almost didn't make it. You know what I'm saying? They just show all the happy shit and, you know, niggas be smiling, nigga, you come through wave or you visit a nigga, ain't nothing gonna happen because you with a good nigga.
It's crazy how we say we had the desire to touch them areas when we travel, but Watts has been notorious for a place to where when others from around travel, even when they rich, it seems like they gotta go to Watts at least to say they did it. Come on. What do you think it is about Watts that is such attractive to celebrities and shit that they feel like it's on their bucket list that they gotta at least touch the turf?
I think it's what I said. Is it like that for real? So they like over the years, people don't understand everything is different. Like you said, we got cameras, but you don't see what's going behind the camera. You know what I'm saying? Of course we can't do nothing right here. It's a camera right here. So now take your ass behind the gym and see if they still catching fades and doing what's going on. You feel me? So they not telling the nigga that. They just like, hey, it's got cameras. Go visit. Ain't nothing gonna happen.
Of course,
okay.
Of course not now.
No, but I'm talking about it don't stop though.
No, I'm talking about it's a new question.
Yeah.
Of course not now, but have you ever in your life or your homie spent any time downtown trapping in pockets? Ever had a presence down there?
Oh, hell yeah. Skid Road and all that. I got uncles and shit stay down there right now from Hoover and shit. You feel me? Ain't no joke. Break a nigga jaw, you feel me? They thinking they regular niggas.
Explain to the listeners how you could be in an area as deprived and as poverty-stricken as Skid Row, where people are sleeping in tents on the floor. It smell like shit. And then you could have so many hustlers down there getting so much money. What kind of world is that down there? How do you, first of all, how do you stomach it? Just the stench.
Yeah. Well, I think what it is they break themselves. Because you got to think, a lot of people down there is money hungry. And I didn't notice that at first. Like you said, it's so much money down there.
It don't look like it, but it's so much money
But,
now.
all right. So now you think about you got a half a chicken or whatever down there, right? You didn't dumped it. You done did your thing. You know you up. You living. You got a ride. You going places you ain't never been there. You feel me? You might have a worker and all that. So you fucking up. You feel me? You still doing that. You adjusting to that. So I had to learn, you feel me? It ain't always like that. Yeah, that was back then. Yeah, we was killing them. Yeah, we might dib and dab and ooh, they almost caught me. You don't want to be doing that. You feel me? So if you got the bag, turn that bag into something else, my nigga. Go do that shit. You feel me? And it's for all the people that's a nigga skin color or whatever. They got that money.
Preach to
it's
'em.
like, yeah, you can't. We understand what's going on. But now they got this new technology. You don't know who watching a nigga. You don't know who snitching, cousins, nieces, nephews, uncles. You don't know because they already got involved in that life.
You know how many situations I've heard of in recent times of where motherfuckers that did they Dougie way on one side of the town, got away from the scene, masked up, all that, and went way far to another side of town and got gaffled a few days or weeks later, and the process of locating them was surveillance and camera footage from way over there, from this ring camera to this business to that stoplight camera. They didn't track the car all the way, almost like on some Minority Report shit. It's like, to me, it's almost like we're in a day room.
It's crazy because it's like, you got to understand, some people don't really understand how important it really is. You feel me? So sometimes you
Who
got
themselves in general, or to the society, or you mean actual individuals, like maybe like Nipsey?
Us.
Okay.
Me, you.
Everybody.
So on certain agendas, if you see it, you got to tell your homie. You feel me? Because everything ain't for everybody. You know, you see a nigga shaking or you finna do something, you like, damn, cuz wasn't even, this ain't for you, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? So some niggas let that shit slide and then they get in themselves, you know what I'm saying? Then we get, damn, now we in a situation and we stuck and we could have just told cuz that ain't even you. You feel me? So that's why I say I respect the homies on far as telling a nigga, because they see a nigga go wild out. They gonna see a nigga go all out. Cuz we ain't gonna let cuz do that. Cuz turned all the way up. Let cuz turn up on some other shit.
I've always been that nigga, even when I was young and I was the hardest nigga or the nigga in the circle pushing the hardest line. When I had my moment, my time of being that guy, I never been no nigga to press another nigga to do nothing. I don't want to motivate you, edge you on. Now, as we out here in this culture and we building and we politicking and we got young niggas, I'm making it obvious how it go, what I'm on and what top tier is. But for me to try to drag you or that ain't never been me. Never want to. One story I can recall, one of my partners, shout out to Bullet, way years ago. He never gangbanged, but he was raised on 97th Street. He from the section, but he just never turned the set, right? He got brothers, sisters from the set, all that. So I remember he was young though, and he was having some bullshit dick and pussy drama with his baby mama. And it was to where some niggas was like getting on the phone, putting, it was bullshit. And he's not no gangster nigga. He's not that, but the nigga was mad. And they stayed in the front streets. And he come to get at me like, SPI, I need a burner. I'm like, burner? He like, yeah. I'm like, what's up? He like, woo. I want to go buzz. I'm like, he know I'm the guy to come to, period. Yeah. So we get in the car, and now we going from like 97 to 106. We going to McKinley. He's sitting there, I see him in the passenger seat. By the time we get to 106, I tell him, this ain't what you want to do.
Come on, man.
That nigga, he was like, thank you, SPI. And he ain't no nigga like, this ain't gonna embarrass him right now. Yeah. He ain't that type of nigga, but he also know this. I'm the nigga that he knew when he was second guessing himself.
Who's on?
He thought that who I was, he couldn't pull no Trey. Let me out, though. The type of nigga who everybody thought I was, he thought he thought he had trapped himself and he had to commit. When I told him he didn't have to do it or he shouldn't do it, he was so shocked and surprised and so relieved, and that's one of our most fondest remembrance through the days. I mean, now these days, his children that were like 2 and 5 years old then are grown now. This is way back, but yeah, he's still my partner. But I remember saving him from doing the most dumbest shit he was ever gonna do when what you were talking about, the type of image I had, people would think I'd be trying to like push anybody I know to do anything devious.
I fuck niggas up, nigga, when they come at me and I say some other shit. Let's go get something to eat. Nigga like, Drawz, what did you talking about, my nigga? You ain't hear nothing I said? I ain't hear nothing you said, my nigga, yeah.
When it came to being active.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't hear none of that you said, my nigga.
Because you gotta, sometimes you gotta think for the person that's trying to talk to you.
And that's what I'm trying to tell niggas. Niggas need to pull a nigga to the side. It ain't about putting a nigga on blast. You feel me? You could wait till he go piss or something. Hold up, my nigga, check it out real quick. It's a different way to go on about that.
Do you have any experience in your life of going out your way to do that, and then it's somebody that took your advice and then you can see the evidence that they appreciate it and they tell you, man, I'm glad you got at me, big homie?
Hell yeah, all my young niggas and even enemies. You feel me? Because sometimes niggas is just turned up. And then you just got to tell a nigga like, this ain't for that, and then I'm going to see you again. So what we going to keep on doing? You feel me? Like, you know, in Watts or, you know, your section, right, we gonna see each other. My nigga, we go to the grocery store, nigga helping moms. I'ma see you, my nigga. So niggas, I be telling my son and everybody that think they with the shit, if you ain't like that all the time, don't do it. You feel me? Because it's everywhere. Nigga be, I'm at the church. I don't give a fuck about none of that, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? Nigga, I don't care where we at. Nigga, we turned up or we not.
That's deep.
You know what I'm saying? So certain niggas don't understand that part, and I be trying to tell niggas that, like, my nigga, I'm going to be by myself. So I need that same energy when I see them niggas. You know what I'm saying? If they turned up, I'm going to be turned up. You know what I'm saying? If it's high and by or we keep a distance, that's how we do it, my nigga. Let's keep it like that. You know what I'm saying? And majority of that, that's what it's always like, because it's on some respect shit.
I remember a partner of mine, he rest in peace now, but at one point in his life, he had got shot in the face by some of his homies. He wasn't from my hood, but some of his own homies shot him in the face.
Gotcha.
He lost his eye, and he used to wear a patch over his eye. But he was my partner. And every now and then, he'd come scoop me up. And I remember after this incident, when he first healed up and came out and had this patch on his eye, the first time I got with him, I can remember him telling me, like, look, SPI, the niggas who shot, who took, because he had the reason why he wore the pirate patches, because he had a glass eye now. He lost his eye. Yeah. He was like, cuz, check this out. The niggas that shot me in front of the crowd. They didn't give a fuck who was watching. So he said he used to pull that motherfucker down like, cuz, this ain't my eye. I got to look at this motherfucker in the morning, in the mirror in the morning. Every morning he was like, look, you get in the car with me, I'm letting you know. I don't care where we at, if the police is right there, if God right there, if I see these niggas, I'm getting cracking. So if you can't handle that, you might not want to ride with me. And I remember I used to still hop my ass in the car. And I can remember one thing about my partner is that, like I said, they did it in front of a crowd. So without his cooperation, they went to jail. And I can remember being at a red light, and he was in the low ride, I'm in the passenger seat. And the police pulled up right next to us. And I swear to God, he hit the switch on. And they was like, yo, man, we had him, man. Why you let him go? And he was like, I don't want him in there, I want him in here. I swear to God, the police was like, man, they don't make them like you no more. And he was like, we had the red light. He like hit the switch and just ran the red light on him. They didn't do nothing. Cause that was some of the G'est shit I ever seen. I'm like, this nigga's a loc, cuz. Cause the police, they was two white boys. They was like, we had him. Why you let him go? He like, man, I don't want him in there. I want him out here. And they was like, man, we don't make him like you. That nigga hit the switch on. Because for those that don't know, hitting the switches in the streets is illegal. Man. You ain't supposed to do it. But when the police respected his gangsterism so much, they was never finna get at him about nothing petty like that. Oh, my mama. So, like, that's why I say, if you ain't with that on site, especially to the social media era, y'all crazy bold with all this flamboyant dissing. And I done seen quite a few viral videos of people who done participated in that. And then at the moment they least expected, niggas is running up in their face with a camera, dissing everything that you be saying and saying, oh, so you ain't from where? And niggas be, that ain't me, turning it down. And So it's unnecessary. Why create that energy towards yourself if that's not an energy you ready to stand on at all times? Because it's not worth it. It is possible to move and maneuver out here pretty smoothly, even if you're from somewhere, if you carry yourself a certain way. Now, this is La La Land. Things do happen that you can't predict. But for the most part, like everywhere else in the world, you kind of get the respect that you give as you move, man. And we just want to tell and remind a lot of the youngsters out there, the high heads, the wild ones, that is indeed a fact. Oh, my mama, if you just keep living a few more years, guess what? Your baby mama, brother gonna be from your enemy hood, and y'all gonna be at Christmas, at barbecues, and just keep living a few more years. You go to jail a few more times and see how that Damu is your partner when y'all got the numbers against y'all and that thing and all that. You're gonna learn. Oh, my mama, you don't have to learn the hard way. You could tune in to Factz Ova Feelinz podcast and listen to SPI and Lil Drawz from the Imperial Projects politicking and tell y'all, man, don't let these words go in vain, man. Don't have us feel it. Don't have the effort of trying to reach out be in vain, man. That'll be a waste of breath, waste of air.
Yeah, real talk, man. Take notes.
You got any future projects planned soon?
Yeah, I'm doing a movie with Das right now called 21st and Locust.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, we running on through Long Beach. Me, him, C-Style, Beefy Lope.
That's what it do. Like, when can we expect that to be? Is it in the early stages or almost complete?
We was working on it and Corona hit. So we're working on it right now. It'll probably hit like next summer.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sound interesting. That line up. It's on some G shit.
Yeah, hell yeah. We doing busting and killing.
You know it is when it's Das.
Come on, Das, C-Style, Beefy Lope.
Oh, my mama about it.
Yeah.
Graphic.
All that.
That's what it
Going
do,
up.
man. That's what it do. I'm gonna be checking that out. No new music.
Yeah. I got some new music. Right now I'm working on a CD, like soundtrack movie. Every song has a video like type. You know what I'm saying?
That's
so I can give
good.
them a different visual of me. Like you say, over the years, a nigga didn't change, so a nigga got to show them, you know, the respect level and how a nigga really come.
Outside of you personally, who do you feel is hot as an artist that the majority of us are aware of with this new wave of music? Who you think is popping out here? Who kind of suits your taste, or you kind of stuck on what you used to like years ago?
I try to keep it more West Coast. You know,
New West Coast or traditional K-Day?
Old and new. Try to, you know, stay updated and listen to some of these young niggas. But like you say, I'm still on the Snoops, the 40s, the Dazzes. You know what I'm saying? Trying to, you know, tune in and see what they on, the Battle Cats. And I like more West Coast, and then I listen to, like, you know, Lil Baby and see what they got going on and stay updated and, you know, on they side of town and see what they got going on.
Well, I'm glad you brought up the other regions, because earlier I meant to ask you when you was talking about traveling. As you've traveled, which area that have you found that reminds you most like home, or that you appreciated being in the most outside of here?
It's crazy you said that, because like I say, it's the ghettos, but then it don't really feel project. I don't know how to say it.
So out of town projects don't make you feel like home projects?
No way. No way.
Is it?
You know, people be like, they like us. No, nigga.
So do y'all shit feel flyer or grimier to you?
Well, certain areas, they got us.
Ooh, I'm about to say. I'm finna ask you, where all you been?
That's why you got to be solid. That's what I'm
Especially
saying.
some of them ones that go
them high ones, they throwing bodies and you hear and all that.
Stink.
But that's what I'm saying. It's certain areas, but it's a difference on daylight and nighttime too.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And some of them areas I'm not gonna go at nighttime, so I can't just speak. You know what I'm saying? You know, we're tourists.
Right.
So niggas is happy, jolly, showing you guns, and then ain't nobody drove through. So when you see that, now man, take me home. Y'all niggas tripping. We don't do it like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know to be really going deep into shit. But like you said, when you speak on it and you ask, it's like you got to keep it solid. It's like some of them got us outbeat. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? But then some of them is like how they hanging and how they chilling, and no, they not right.
what it's a two-part question on somewhat the same
got you.
subject.
Listen.
What's your perspective on out of towners, not just Crippin' and Bloodin', but
Anybody?
claiming
What's that?
a LA set?
Oh man.
And at the same time, how do you feel about I'm talking about just regular people from other states saying, hey, I'm from Rolling 60s, and they live in Nebraska.
Gotcha.
And also, what do you feel about out-of-town rappers like Soulja Boy
Got you.
coming from way we know somewhere else
Got you.
and attaching themselves to something that, you know, we do out here from the bottom up? What's your thoughts on those type of scenarios?
Well, I go back to, and the reason why I say it is because all y'all like Tupac. And Tupac did it.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody said nothing.
Good answer.
Nobody said nothing. You know why? Because he was with real niggas. Feel me? So every time he vouched and wore that rag and put that color on and represented that hood, niggas shut it the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? So now you got niggas that's just, oh, they deep? I want to be from Coast. I want to be from Grape. I want to be from PJ. Because they seeing it's a fad and they ain't seeing what we going through. They ain't see we had to fight the homie. They ain't see we got quartered on. They ain't see we had to go bust when the homie got into it and got shot. And they don't see that.
They didn't see that vacation they had to take.
They seen all the Disneyland shit. And when we at the party and Herd and rags everywhere, they seeing all that. So a nigga come over there in 2 weeks and like, man, I don't even want to be on.
You know what I often, a theory I have is about the deep and down theory. The cultures, amongst other things, I think what heavily contributed to some of the deterioration of the integrity in the culture, even though we know we was on bullshit, period, but it seemed like the focus went from being down to deep. It was, at one point, the concept was, it's going to be hard to be a part of us because we on a certain level and we trying to weed out anything that ain't on that level. We want niggas to be down. That's the main criteria. But it seemed like throughout the years, as the early 90s came, the focus was more on being deep. And so we don't necessarily tripping on being down as much as deep. So the recruiting just started being like, it was a contest of like, everybody wanted to be deep.
And that's where I said that's where the Disneyland came in at.
That's 3 Ds.
You know what I'm saying?
When they started focusing on being deep instead of down, it went Disney.
Disney,
That's
straight Disney.
dumb.
Because now we over here like this. You got 2 niggas that's really down, but we 30 deep. Nigga pop a firecracker or something. Nigga like, where they go, my nigga? Oh, watch when we get back to the hood. So that's where that came in at, the DP and the, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't even thought of because it wasn't no such, nigga ain't going nowhere.
I was seeing things like this when I was a young, big homie where my little homies was in high school, but I was like in my early 20s. And I can remember I said, yeah, we went too deep instead of down because shit like this was happening. They was coming back from lock talking about, cuz the homie just let me get rushed by some Main Streets today. He didn't even woo.
He let me.
Yeah, it didn't help. So you be like, cuz, rush cuz, you gotta get cuz. And he don't want to rush him. He didn't, why you, it was like, I'm like, oh, we too deep and not down enough. And that's just one little example of how that can play out in all kind of ways, all throughout everybody hood, every city. But that was one thing I seen, like, these niggas look hard, but nigga, he supposed to beat cuz ass. We had to make them squabble. Then they almost was trying to squabble like babies. And it was like weird, bro.
And then, like you said, the Soulja Boys and all them, right? You got everybody. Everybody, you know, like I said, they wanted to be down and they wanted to be a part of something. You know what I'm saying? So, and then look.
In order for you to respect it as a native, though, how much is it just coming over there, shaking hands, and just saying, I'm here, and that's what it is, and then going back to your life? What do you think should be required for someone of that nature to be able to associate themselves with that? Do you think there should be, do you think we as a culture have given it away cheaply to a lot?
Of course, cheaply, but then, and it's not respectfully. That's what's fucking it up because, like you said, all right, if Drawz and Spider got signed, they would want some money. So why when this?
We talking about homies?
Yes. No, I ain't talking about like from us, but I'm saying like we own, not no regulars. I'm saying like we Jay-Z, Kanye West.
Yeah.
Not no, not no.
Yeah, things it should be expected that
Shit that
certain
we can
things
do
to be
off the ordinary.
practiced.
That's what I'm trying to say. Not no nigga pressing us.
Yeah,
None of that.
I've been
That's why
signed.
I used us far as not no nigga that's being booked.
Right.
Far as us coming back, donating to the hood, bikes, system shop, Christmas,
Right.
Thanksgiving.
Right.
But I'm saying if you bigger than the platform and you bigger
Bring in the homies to what I be doing on this higher level, showing them other things other than what they doing every
shit
day.
you did.
Yeah.
Spider with G Unit, he got 8 of the homies with him, with the other homies, and it's not just me. That's what I'm saying. So I'm saying real nigga shit. You claiming the hood, you doing all this, and you ain't taking us nowhere.
You know what happened? I'm gonna give you another example of how that could be a two-edged sword. I remember taking homies to video shoots and coaching them like, look, don't say nothing to this nigga 50 about ask him for nothing. You say what up, that's it. If cuz gonna talk, he gonna talk to you. You see, woo, don't be all bothering. They be like, we got you, Spider. Whoa. The nigga who I just told this to, and he swear to God, he got me. I'll be looking over here, right here. 5 minutes later, I look, and he'll be like, hey, Phil, you say what up to my girl? She on the phone. I'll be like, cuz. So you got to be careful with that taking your homies to work, period.
Yeah.
My mama always told me, you don't take nobody to work with you. So we get sometimes caught up in this rap culture, forgetting that this is our job, and we bring that element so close, it can kind of put a bad cloud over the business that you're trying to conduct.
No, real talk. But that's why I said it go back to that same killing. You put that in your job perspective. This is not for you, cuz. This is not for you. You feel me? Even if we got to walk cuz out. Cuz got to go sit in the car. Cuz, like you said, this is business. I just talked to you. You finna fuck this off.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna say no names, but I know another time when we was at this video was If I Was Your Best Friend.
Yeah.
That video was shot at a very small indoor little studio, the portion that was at that night. And I had like a good portion of my homies with me that night. And rest in peace, my homie Bam from Hat Gang. We was in the pen together. And then he used to stay on 97. And then when I got out and all that shit was cracking, he used to see me moving a lot, and he used to always just like, I stop, he'd get in my window, chunk it up, and then he used to act like, he just smiled. And one day I like asked cuz he want to roll, he hopped in. It's the only day he hopped in. He had so much fun and got loaded. We got pictures of him knocked out in the corner asleep, and he passed shortly thereafter. I was so glad he got to go, but I remember we was at the video shoot cuz it's a small little area like this.
Yeah.
50 Olivia right there doing they shit. All these cameras we see is turned the other way. It's the white director doing the shit. It's a small stage. My homies, we deep, like probably 12, 18 deep right here watching. The white dude that's doing the director keeps saying, Scott, who the fuck snapping pictures? You're fucking up my set. So, like, throughout the homies, I'm like, woo. So, we figure out who it is. He's like, all right, quit doing it, man. And then, like, back, action. 2 minutes later, white boy, do it again. To the point where just what you said, this ain't for you. We gotta walk whoop. But this shit blew up to where this was at this time, nigga, the homie, like, he nutted up. I think he was wet. He had like a video camera too. But somebody, I think this what happened. Somebody was taking snapshots. The homie who had the video camera, the crowd, like the homies, like got on him, blaming him. I don't think it was him. I think whoever remember them little yellow things, somebody had one of them because it was a flash. But when the dude was going off, I think they were seeing the homie with the video camera and they tripped on him. So when he got to arguing and all that, he took his little camcorder and he like slammed it like, bam, I don't need this shit.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't got it, like, So I remember cuz was like mobbing back to the car. It was parking, like the homies was like escorting, like, calming this shit down because the shit done got ghetto up here was the last thing we wanted. And that shit happens, bro. It happens.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
But that's why I said all the moments is to where a real nigga just say, you know what? Let me walk up.
You know what happened too? Nigga, as I'm trailing the homies, walking the homie to the car, it was like a paisa Mexican with a windbreaker on that say, I don't know if it say security or police on the back. I think it say security. But as the commotion is getting settled, we got it handled. But this Mexican dude walked up on me. He's like, hey, what's up, bro? Is everything all right? I'm like, yeah, straight. We got to handle. That's my homeboy. It ain't as bad as it look. He's like, all right, let me know because 4 of us are off duty and we're going home no matter what. I say, ooh wee. That boy had some cold energy around him. Boy, yo, blah. He was serious. And the same, I swear to God, on my mama, cuz the same officer, the same security dude told me that. Because he was plain clothes with just a windbreaker, like he looked like regular security. But he was like, when I got there to the video set, he was like, hey, bro, I got a 14-year-old son. He was like, he know I'm going to be here today, man. And everybody asked me to get your autograph. So, dude, that was already like a shock to me. But throughout the course of the day, that was like when you see him, it was a nod because we was kind of cool now because he said that as soon as I pulled up. Yeah. So when this shit went bad, that's the same one that came in. So it was like, I'm like, whoa, that was crazy, bro. Yeah, you got to be careful, bro. Bringing, taking your homies to work, y'all. Got to be careful taking your homies to work. It's not always, if almost never, the wisest thing to do. Oh, my mama. And that's who taught me that initially. That's crazy. And I'm sure my mama taught me a lot of things, but there's only like a couple of phrases like that I can remember she taught me. That's one. And the other one, and she never gave me like no game on females, tried to tell me nothing, but she told me this. She was like, look, son, let me just tell you this. Don't you ever think a girl, you done convinced a female to let you do anything to her. She was like, anything you end up doing, she already had her mind made up. She was going to do it before you even started trying all the no's and all that. She knew how far she was going to go. And I was young before I was even fucking, so I always remembered that. That's probably the only game she ever gave me. Mm-hmm. You had a good relationship with your parent?
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, not my pops or my moms. When I got older, I just went and pulled up on pops. Like, nigga need some money, man. What's going on, nigga? You been missing in action.
How did that go?
Shit, he fucked with me because I was already tatted up, gang banging. He already heard about me and shit, you know.
You know what I often find that people who would find themselves considered a victim of absentee father, especially men amongst our cultures, they typically don't hold a grudge. Like, no matter what it was, like how you just did, that's how niggas typically handle it. Oh, my mama. I don't know if that's healthy or not, but
I think sometimes, like, you know, when you grow up, you see what's going on, you be like, moms, and just stop fucking with the nigga. He was all right. You know what I'm saying? All right, you know if a nigga bullshit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you pull up, you like, this nigga ain't even acting right with me. You know what I'm saying? Right. He ain't even, you know what I'm saying, on me, like, you know what I'm saying, tuning in with me, like, he just like, all right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When nigga stopped what he doing and, hey, son, where you been and what's going on? How y'all doing? Is y'all living right? You know what I'm saying? And come back when you get a chance, whenever the door's open for you, you know what I'm saying? That'd be the type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And I be telling niggas that now because it be, you know, niggas that want to have the kids, but they fathering skills don't be right. And I be like, nigga, let that stepdaddy, nigga, do that part. Because if you don't got it, nigga, you don't got it, but your family still got to be right. You know what I'm saying? So some niggas be, oh, no, nigga. I'm like, no, nigga, it ain't about that. If that nigga got the position, nigga, let that nigga play the position. You feel me? Only thing you worried about is your kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't hurting them. He ain't doing nothing to them. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing you want to know. You all in her business. You know what I'm saying? You acting like you finna get back with her and all.
Oh, man, so many people don't know how to draw the line when it comes to that. Baby mama, ex, new situation, move around. They have people get caught up in their feelings. Shit can get deep.
Your social media shit, that play a big part of it.
You think social media has caused it to be less relationships going on? I don't see many people like going together or being couples.
Instagram and Snapchat and fucking what's the OnlyFans? That shit fucked the world up.
What do you think about the substance of the most popular mainstream female music being so raunchy? Like,
what's her name? Red,
Suki.
Wow, yeah, they wild, man.
Somebody, and then like even if it's not a lyric, she like people like calm on their food.
But like you said, it's What that song you said we was playing around our kids? YML Melly.
Oh man,
Yeah, so that's one of them ones right there. It's like, how could you play that? And everybody turn up. Kids, baby, the baby rocking. You don't know what this is. This just came out.
I don't know why we walk around like zombies and participate in that so much, but I can't say personally, not trying to pat myself on the back, but when I began to have young boys, I couldn't play that Spider Loc shit while they was in the car. I just couldn't do it. And sometimes their mama used to play it, and I used to see her pull up, and they bumping, saying the lyrics, and I used to hate that shit. Like, I did not want it to.
Your reaction.
Man, I don't understand why. You know, it got to one point where my daughters, I was driving into school when they were like in junior high, and I wasn't playing my music, so I'm thinking I play like, you know, we listen to Big Boy in the morning and all that. But they young girls, we going to private school, and I turn on the radio, and like the song come on, it's an R&B song, and the first line say, "Pull your panties to the side." To that point, I listened to nothing but talk radio when my kids in the car for the next like 10 years. I wasn't even finna play with it, because how do you sit in a car and ride with your little daughters and sing a song that say, "Pull your panties to the side"? They playing this shit at the school hour. Big Boy and them ain't nobody but people going to work in school listening right now. Why is that cool to have that? You know what? You know the first time I noticed that on the mainstream shit, it wasn't on sex, but Eminem had a song way back in the day that on the intro it says something to the effect of, "Hey, I'm going to hell, kids. Who wants to go with me?" They was playing it mainstream on the way to school. I don't understand why only it seems that our genre of music is so stuck on this debased subject matter. I don't get it. Not hating on YNW Melly, but where is the non-black version of somebody having a hit record that says, "I wake up in the morning with"? Where is the version that's not us of that elsewhere?
Got
you. We can do everything else that everybody else is doing. It's not like we're not capable, but why do we have this? Don't get me. I want your perspective.
Got you.
No, don't get me. What's your perspective on it? What do you think? Why do you think?
They let the white people do it.
No, why do we have such a celebrated, open expression of
to the demon shit?
Yeah, right. What the fuck is it? We party to it. We celebrate to it. We play it in front of our babies.
That's crazy that you brought that up. What is Lil Nas X?
Oh boy, that's such an extreme example. Yeah, like
we just gonna say a little bit because we don't. He's already viral. But what I'm trying to say is that's one of the ones right there.
Yeah, that's extremely like so blatant.
And it's like, I think that nigga is like gonna be on like Disney and all this type of shit, but we already know what he did. So it's like, how could you flip the script? No. Nike did the shit with the blood. It's like, come on, and we sold out.
Oh, I see what you just did. You was trying to avoid casting a bad light on us, saying the white people do it and giving us a version. Oh, my bad, man. I see what you was doing now. I had to back. I just realized. Oh my mama, yeah.
So it's like, God damn. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when we own it and that, it's like we all didn't vouch for that.
Right.
They did. And it still blew over. Right. You know, we all like, stop this, cut it off, this. And just their crowd was able to still push it and make it bigger than what it really was.
So you just put on my mind. I promise this, y'all. I was not trying to go down this road. This was not on my mind, but it's a thought that you provoked. What's your thought of the Target in June having infant toddler swimsuits made for males, boys, with apparatus that is called a tuck? So when they go swimming, these are made for tiny little people to tuck their genitals, so when they go out and swim, they won't have a bulge because they want to be a girl and feel like a girl. So Target was having in the very front of their stores on display these type of items on the mainstream. So that's just a thought you put on my mind, whether you was aware of that or not. That's another example of that being what's happening.
That's what I'm saying. But we can go complain, and the crowd will overdo anything that we got to say because they already vouching for that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we look at it, okay, it's our skin color, or even if it's not our skin color, but majority of the time it's our skin color. And when we try to speak up, our word don't get across because it's already sold out, or, you know what I'm saying, it's bigger than what it really is. You gotta wait in line or go online to get it. And we over here like, no, stop it. And they like, we can still get it. We can still get it.
With that thought, do you think this word reparations we keep going around is going to be a reality for in our lifetime, or are we young enough to appreciate it, or do you think it's bullshit?
I think some of it is good and some of it is bad, because look just what happened to Bitcoin and all that. They threw everybody for a loop. Or not, you know what I'm saying? We're going to do this. You can flip your money and what's that metaverse and this and that and capping niggas out.
So you think the hype around the metaverse and Bitcoin got ahead of itself? Do you think it's going to fade all the way away, or do you think it's going to come back and really establish itself as what it's going to be?
I think it's a part of it, but it's a part of it where the money is circulating, because I talked to a couple of people that's saying, like, you know, like we all got money on our head, not far as killing a nigga, but far as our net worth and things that we have been doing. You know, you Google a nigga, we pop up. So some of that money that we don't see is floating to things that we don't know about. When you hear about the metaverse and the wallet and the this and that, you like, so where is that money even still going if it's not? You know what I'm saying? So it's like you get kind of caught up and it be kind of twist with a mix, because, like I said, we worth something without spending something. You know what I'm saying? We all worth something.
It don't really have to be there.
So it's like, if it's just floating and you got a nigga that's smarter and really know about it, not just trying to, I got 200, let me buy that cat. You know what I'm saying? And he working off your name and what your really worth is, it's a difference. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't look at it like that. Just, oh, let me get the Baymax patch. I can put 200, I'm gonna make 500 next year. Like, come on, bro.
Tell me this, as you move around daily in your life, from being all your life, what's the best feeling to you? Do you prefer a knot in your pocket as you move around balling, or do you get the same feeling seeing that big number and just running around clink, clink? Or do you prefer running around peeling them off?
I like the bing, bing. I ain't gonna lie, because look, you gotta think,
as
us young niggas, you know, we hear Jay-Z with the black cards and, you know, the platinum cards, and nigga ain't never got to pull out no money. And we over there like, how much?
Yeah. But do you remember the feeling of when?
What? They couldn't tell a nigga nothing.
That was that. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So it's like, but I think more now, like, see, because like you said, I think it's the age.
Definitely.
I think I just passed that. You feel me? But
Definitely.
like a couple of years back, I was just like, nigga, fuck you mean?
Still
Nigga,
right.
where we at? Like, nigga, you know what I'm saying? So now, as like, you know, you being grown, we done lost a bag trying to grab a lighter. Never, nigga, I lost 500. Went back to the spot, nigga, I seen that 500, nigga, that shit been gone or whatever. So now, as we could just go in there and feel like a boss, you get anything you want. I'm talking about gas station, nigga, anywhere, nigga, we just do.
What are your thoughts on the dangers of, like, the other day, Cash App was like down for some hours?
Yeah, that's crazy that you said that, because I got some money off of it.
Is that right?
And the homies, they said the homies went crazy, like, it was In and Out or something, Grubhub, all the shit fucked up. And these niggas was just ordering food, and Grubhub didn't know that
they wasn't supposed to cover it.
Take the money. So Grubhub just come. Our money there. It say our money there. So they just bringing food from everywhere. The whole project's got food. They going up. You feel me? But then it was so cold. Look, it was, what is it? Denied. All the money got denied. So
When you see on your shit.
yes. So it was minus. You had to send the money back. Everything. But they were saying motherfuckers got 3,000, 5,000, because you would just you ask for $50 and you keep on doing it. The first 3 times it's not gonna work. So you put it. All of a sudden it start going through. You know, nigga like me, I'm like, I ain't finna go crazy. I'm cool with this 100. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all that. Niggas is gonna run it up.
Right.
Boom, boom, boom. But at the same time, if a nigga would have knew that, nigga would have went straight to Grubhub.
Okay.
You feel me? So niggas was trying to be money hungry when you would have got your bag.
Right.
I would have got something to eat for the free. You know what I'm saying?
They just took it for a blessing.
Just would have just been happy. You feel me? So now you got to think all your Cash App. All right. So now I owe you $300. Cash App then snatched it and sent it back to whatever company you was stealing that money from. Like automatically.
That's
You know what I'm
why.
saying?
That's why they want to, move toward cashless. Just for that, it's going to be very hard to mismanage your finances or do things because there's a track record, and even when you thought you got away with it, they can go trace it down and snatch it back. You
Get it
know,
right back because you think you own.
and if we think we went through something with COVID and lockdowns, just think when they have the ultimate control, they don't have to tell you it's a lockdown. You can't go to the stores.
No more
They
cash.
just turn everything off. Yeah.
No more cash.
It's gonna make you really miss the feeling of digging in your pocket. You wouldn't mind losing a $100 bill at Dave and Buster's no more. Yeah.
For real. Can't go in there and spend nothing.
Oh God. Where can the people find you on social media, man?
Well, you can Google me, LILDRAWZ, but I'm on Instagram, Snapchat, anything, any social media platform. I'm on everything. I'm everywhere. You ain't never there. You feel me? I'm always in everybody hood, chilling respectfully. You feel me? And got support for every hood, every ghetto. But LILDRAWZ. You can Google it. It'll tell you every movie that I've been in, every video. Directly to me.
Have you tried your hand at on a CEO or managing any young talent up under you that you trying to develop? Anybody?
We've been working with. I got a couple of young cats out the Imperial Courts, Ashes right now. My son, they just locked down right now, so they finna come home. You know what I'm saying, with their head on the right shoulder. Yeah,
and his bro.
Yeah, Poppy. You feel me?
Ashes and Poppy.
Yeah, they finna come home. You know what I'm saying? And what it is since me going through it, the ups and downs, and really figuring out, this what door we go to, this who we sit down with, this who we talk to. So I kind of know more of the rap era of, what door to go to.
That's dope. Do you collab with your boys in music? Have you guys got records together?
Yeah, I got a song with everybody in my projects. I deal with them.
The two names, were those your sons?
One of them was my son.
Do you have music with your son?
Yeah, I got music with him, and see, the main thing is I was just trying to show him the process because, when they young and they come out and we from different hoods, they just want to diss and say fuck that bitch and this and that, you know what I'm saying? Or sometimes show their emotions and shit. So I'm trying to tell them, just have fun with it. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody do bite or grab a song, it's not going to hurt you as much.
So, because I want to ask you one more question on that subject matter. Just tell me this. The record that you have with your son, or the records, do you do party records or do you do grimy street, let's go get our man record?
No. We turn up, and I kind of let him,
Be yourself?
Yeah, turn my mind on
do
what
you
is he
ever
got
have
going on.
mix? I know you don't get far away from what we do though, right?
Yeah, no. We stay in the mix, but at the same time, I tell them keep it respectfully because you got to see these people. You got to go to these places.
But no, you and your son, y'all on a record, hopping out and doing what we do. You don't fuck.
No. We ain't none of that. No, ain't none of that going on.
Okay.
Because it's the same way, like you
Salute.
said. I don't want y'all to be listening to this.
Oh, salute.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like over the years, I had them crazy songs. We both had. We had them fuck them niggas and this and that. So when you get more mature and start learning, you know what I'm saying, that wasn't really, I was just mad at that time. So I kind of fucked up by putting it on the record.
Following trends.
And I could have just went over there and told the nigga, you know what I'm saying, on some real nigga shit. So, you know what I'm saying, I tell them all that, this shit don't go nowhere. So shit that you say and how you feel, that shit go, you know what I'm saying, a long time.
And I appreciate that, respect it. Out of everything we spoke about today, I want to salute you on that hands-on fatherhood.
Yeah.
And especially when you're dealing with challenges, your influence obviously has played a part in your boy's life, but you ain't down on them and you walking them through the journey. And I just wish y'all the best. And as we go through this rotation, I hope you don't get too Hollywood on me when I try to tap you.
No, come on, I got you, cuz.
My mama.
Yeah.
All right, salute. Keep doing your thing, man.
Always.
Appreciate you. Factz Ova Feelinz, the podcast. You already know how we get down. SPI, the most easty host. And we'll be back at you one more beginner.
You know it.
The life we living now is all